Hey, what's going on, everybody? We'll do take two since the last video I did the whole video without the microphone connected. I'll be redoing it now, and we'll see if we can get it moving it on a little faster without me rambling. Today we're looking at a controversial IAM because people are either going to like this or they're not going to like this. I don't think there's a middle ground with this IAM, and you have to understand this IAM in order to like it. You have to understand what it's made for. It's a professional series IM. It's a monitor IM. It's made for critical listening. It's made for professional use, like a band or somebody who is doing some critical listening, editing, sound engineer, anything like that. That's what this is made for. And, of course, a lot of people like to listen to music and like to critical listen to the music. You're out there listening to some Chopin and you're trying to pick out the instruments and everything else. This is what this is made for. And this isn't to sit there and listen to, uh, some popular music and sit there and enjoy the bass and just relax and everything else like that. This is for critical listening and professional listening, and we'll get into that. And for that purpose, I could definitely recommend this. There's a spoiler, and we'll get into the thing. So, nice box that it comes in. Here's the IMs themselves. They're beautiful. We're going to be looking a little closer at them. It is a single dynamic driver each side. Doesn't say, I don't think. I'm trying to look at the boxes, writing all over this box. Let's see. It is a double cavity dynamic driver. The cable is 0.78 millimeter 2-pin. The cable itself is silver coated OFC. Frequency response range 9 to 40 kilohertz. Nobody can hear that, but it's good that it can actually do that. Connector is 3.5 millimeter. Maximum SPL is 125 decibels. Sensitivity is 108 decibels, and the impedance is 18 ohms, making this technically, drivable by anything. But I think honestly the best way to get sound out of this is to hook it up to an amplifier. But it is low ohms, so remember that. You may get some background noise if you hook it up to something that's very powerful. Sound isolation is 25 decibels. Distortion is less than 1%. It doesn't say what the dynamic driver is made out of, so we'll assume it's PET, Mylar, something like that. There's no fancy materials used on the dynamic driver on here. It's not liquid crystal, it's not beryllium. Overall, it's just really good quality, very simple technology, and works for what it works for. Now let's take a look at it now. Let's get some nice embossed. There's the NM2 monitor. Stress on the monitor part. This is a monitor. This isn't your daily driver or take with you in the on the bus or the train. I am, unless you like critical listening. I mean, you can do whatever you want. It's your life. It's your ears. If that's what you want to do, do it. But this is made for professional setting or critical listening enthusiasts. And we're taking a look at the cable. Some beautiful cable work here. It says NF audio right there, if we can focus in on that and not on the background. Aluminum. This really nice tight braid that's rubberized. Very good quality cable. I don't know why this part is plastic rubberized right there. Doesn't really matter. The slider is also aluminum. It's got a good thickness to it. It's got a nice feel to the cable as well. Performs admirably, and it looks like it's durable and preformed air hooks as well. The shell is, not the smallest. And let's get that off there anyway. The nozzles are, a little small nozzles. I don't know if that'll be a problem for everybody fit-wise. For me, it wasn't. There you see the filter there, and just the shape in general fits in my ear quite well. Not too bad. There was some controversy under certain circumstances. The treble and lower, the lower treble and the upper mids can get a little hot. You know, I found that on the X2. I didn't find that on the hip DAC. The hip DAC performed well with this. The Soundavo, the XP, the X. I can't think of the other one that I have. The X1S from Oon. Sounded okay. The Soundavo sounded much better with the Burr Brown chip. The hip DAC as well, which also has a Burr Brown. And the Dynasty sounded good. My MP3 player, which was playing FLAC, sounded excellent. These do, bring out all the imperfections in the music because they're made for professional listening. So if you have really bad recorded, music, it's obviously going to sound really bad because these really do bring out all the imperfections in your music that you have. So that's what they're made for. They're made for monitoring, and that's what you want to look for when you're doing your sound engineering or your DJing or anything else like that. So obviously I wouldn't recommend lo-fi music on this. But records sound good on this. Vinyl is good on this as well. Well, vinyl is records, but CDs were good on this as well. Wouldn't recommend cassette on this. And let's get into the sound signature. Okay, we know that they're built extremely well. They're beautiful. Looks like something Apple made, all aluminum with the embossed and everything. If that lit up, I think I would go absolutely insane over these. Build quality, good. Comfort was good for me. It's got a little bit of a short nozzle. I don't know how that's going to fit in everybody's ears. It's not the biggest IM, but it's certainly not the smallest either. But it has a nice ergonomic shape to it. Wearing them in cold weather, I didn't find that the aluminum really did anything bad. It wasn't overly cold, so that was good. Trying to think of anything else. I did not sleep with these, so I can't recommend them for sleep or anything else like that. I didn't have a chance to test them for that. I don't really think people are going to be doing critical listening from your bed, but hey, it's your life. Do whatever you want. You want a critical listen from bed, you want to have a shit stack next to your bed with a nice tube amp and something, and hook some earphones into your ear or headphones. Go for it. You want to have freaking 200-watt speakers next to your bed. That is your life. You live it the way you want to live it. Honestly. I don't know what I'm saying. But anyway, so getting back to these, yeah, they bring out nuances in music and everything. Very detailed, very good. Let's get into the bass. The bass is very natural. It's not overly boosted, but it's necessarily a good bass. It's quality bass. There's some good sub bass. I think the upper bass, the mid bass, much more punchy, but sub bass is there when the music calls for it. If you're listening to some bass boosted music, you're definitely going to get some bass out of it. It's not going to be a bass head approved IM because it's more of a neutral. It's neutral, bright sounding, quite detailed IM. You have a push in the the upper treble and the lower mid, and you have a nice just tonality altogether. These have very good musicality. I don't use that word a lot. I try not to, but they do really good, and they have some nice details. Mids are very clean, clear, forward. Treble, some very good detail in the treble. They're definitely not splashy. It's just really good, nice details in the treble. Very nice details in the mids as well, and of course the bass, very good details. It doesn't seem to get congested at all. It can handle the tracks just well, which is good for a single dynamic driver. It's amazing to see that it can handle things that are rapid. I mean, you're listening to some like death metal or something like that. And not that everybody listens to death metal for critical listening, but I've learned recently to listen to that because of the drums. You know, you got that double bass going and everything else, and really just handles things quite well in speedy music. It handles itself exceptional in slow music, acoustic music, definitely, totally very good, and vocals, a cappella, excellent, excellent tone there. There's kind of a natural timbre to it. So overall, it is very, very organic sounding in its sound. Then we get into the sound stage. There's some good imaging there. It's not the super wide kind of artificial uh, sound stage that you get. It's more of a natural sound stage that kind of just just naturally just fades off beyond the point that it should, making it very good. And I don't want to use the same words over and over again, but kind of an organic sound stage with a 3D holographic feel to it, like you're really there. The sound is immersive, and despite it being unforgiving on some tracks, and despite the hotness between the treble and the mids, um, when they converge, overall, I like this. And it's like I said, it's going to be hit or miss with some people. Some people are not going to like this. They might find it a bit shouty, a little too bright. Others are going to absolutely love the detail for this, for what it is. If I was saying that this was an everyday listening one, like the Believe or something like that, that you can listen and you can enjoy details and also enjoy the music as well, I would say I wouldn't use this for everyday listening. I am going to try to mod this for everyday listening. I'm going to change the filter and the tips and the cable. I have a balanced cable from KB that we're going to be using on this one as well. But for what it's for, professional, for listening to music, for auditing music, uh, music creation, stuff like that, I can definitely see its properties being a plus. And for that fact, plus, not to be punny, I can definitely see that this is good. It's got a good natural bass. It's got good, very, very good vocals. It's got some excellent treble details, probably some of the best for any dynamic that I've had in a long time. A lot of times when you get a dynamic, the treble rolls off quickly, and it seems to not do that on this as well. I've looked at the charts, and once again, it's a little controversial. Some people may not like it. Some people will like it for what it's for. It is for professional use or critical listening. I'm going to put the or critical listening because a lot of people, they like to listen to music critically. They like to pick out all the notes. They want to hear all this instrument separation and everything. And for that, we can recommend this. Quickly, we're going to look inside the box. Nice magnetic box. You get your manual and documentation. The earphones would have been on this disc part here. Very unique unboxing. Then your case would have been in there, and here are the different size tips that you also get. You get some balance tips and you get some bass tips. I would recommend the bass ones first, as somebody told me online to try. Thank you so much, because yes, I like them better on this. Put that off to the side. Nice packaging. I can't really pick out any faults for what it is. It is what it is. It is a professional series monitor. I would have liked a better case from NF. I think it does come with a stereo adapter too, by the way, which is still in the plastic because I got like 100 of those, especially the ones from DD Hi-Fi that are really nice. It is a nice case. It's probably the nicest round case I have because it's got this nice cloth to it and that, and I do have a bunch of these little round cases, so it's nice. Not exactly a professional case, but the cable is superb. It's a really nice cable. The quality of the IM, the comfort of the IM, for me, because once again, short nozzles, not going to be for everyone. So this is like a 50-50. This will be hit or miss. Either you're going to like this or you're not going to like this at all. There's going to be nobody in the middle, I don't think, that are just like, that's just okay. I don't think so. I think people are either going to like it or not like it. I like it. I'm going to recommend it. The NM2 Plus. This is from NF Audio. Makes some very good professional quality audio products. Uh, Thank you once again for watching. Um, that's about all. I don't know what the dynamic driver is made out of. If anybody knows, hit me a line. I'm very curious to know what they use. It's probably Mylar. The Mylar and PET, very popular in dynamic drivers and standard actually. I don't think it's any special material whatsoever. Once again, thank you for watching and please be safe. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.